Have you ever wondered about the invisible world that exists all around us and even within us, a world teeming with life? Welcome to the intriguing world of bacteria, a realm that's more vast and diverse than you might imagine. These microscopic single-celled organisms are virtually omnipresent, inhabiting every conceivable corner of the Earth. From the deepest ocean trenches to the highest mountain peaks, from the arid desert sands to the lush rainforest canopy, and yes, even within the human body, bacteria are there. Bacteria come in a fascinating variety of shapes, sizes, and types, adding to their intrigue. Picture them as minute specks with distinct forms like tiny spheres, rods, or spirals. These are scientifically termed as cocci, bacilli, and spirilla, respectively. But don't mistake their simplicity for insignificance. These small forms are capable of some big things. Their roles in our world are as diverse as their forms. Some bacteria are our allies, helping us in ways you might not anticipate. They aid in the digestion of food in our intestines, contribute to the production of certain vitamins, and play vital roles in natural processes like decomposition and nitrogen fixation. They help maintain the ecological balance and are the unsung heroes of bioremediation, breaking down pollutants into less harmful forms. However, not all bacteria are beneficial. Some can be harmful, causing diseases in humans, animals, and plants. They can range from the commonly known culprits like E. coli and Salmonella to the more obscure ones like Streptococcus and Staphylococcus aureus. These harmful bacteria can cause illnesses from mild food poisoning to severe infections. Yet the world of bacteria isn't strictly black and white. There are neutral bacteria too, those that neither benefit nor harm us. They simply exist, living their microscopic lives in harmony with the world around them. So, the next time you think about bacteria, remember they're not just germs that cause diseases. They play a myriad of roles in our world. Whether they're breaking down your lunch, helping to clean up an oil spill, or just floating in the air you breathe, bacteria are an integral part of life on Earth. So let's dive deeper into this invisible world and uncover the fascinating secrets it holds. Did you know bacteria come in different shapes and sizes? Yes, they do, and that's how we classify them. Imagine trying to understand a new city without a map or labels. It would be pretty confusing, wouldn't it? Similarly, in the world of microbiology, classifying bacteria into different groups based on their characteristics helps us navigate this intriguing microscopic world. One of the primary ways we classify bacteria is by their shape. They come in three main forms: cocci, bacilli, and spirilla. Cocci are spherical, like tiny balls. Bacilli, on the other hand, are rod-shaped, like tiny sausages. And spirilla? They're spiral-shaped, like tiny corkscrews. These shapes aren't just for show. They can influence how bacteria move, survive, and interact with their environment. Another critical classification is based on staining properties. You see, back in the late 1800s, a Danish bacteriologist named Hans Christian Gram developed a staining technique to differentiate bacteria. Those that retain the violet crystal stain are called gram-positive, while those that don't, taking up the red counter stain, are termed gram-negative. This distinction is crucial as it can help predict a bacterium's response to certain antibiotics. But shapes and stains aren't the only way we classify bacteria. Oh no, we also look at other characteristics like their oxygen requirements, the temperature they thrive in, and even their nutritional needs. Some bacteria, for instance, are obligate aerobes, requiring oxygen to survive, while others, called obligate anaerobes, can't tolerate oxygen at all. Some bacteria prefer the cold, some the heat, and some are just right in moderate temperatures. So why do we bother with all this classification? Well, because it helps us understand and study these diverse microorganisms better. It also allows us to predict their behavior, influence on the environment, and potential impact on human health. And there we have it, the complex and fascinating world of bacterial classification. From shapes to stains to oxygen and temperature preferences, every characteristic contributes to the overall identity of a bacterium. Classification helps us understand and study these diverse microorganisms better. Bacteria are like characters in a story. There are good ones, bad ones, and those that just exist. Let's dive into the world of beneficial bacteria first. These tiny beings are our unsung heroes, working behind the scenes to keep us healthy. Inside our bodies, for instance, trillions of bacteria, mostly friendly, call our intestines home. They're hardworking fellows, breaking down food that our bodies can't digest and turning it into energy and nutrients. They even help produce vitamins like vitamin K, which plays a crucial role in blood clotting. Outside of our bodies, beneficial bacteria are just as industrious. They're critical players in decomposition, breaking down dead plants and animals into simpler substances that nourish the soil. They're also essential in nitrogen fixation, an essential process that converts atmospheric nitrogen into a form that plants can use. That's right, without these bacteria, life as we know it would be significantly different. But just as there are heroes in our story, there are also villains. Harmful bacteria, the bad guys, are responsible for a host of diseases. You've probably heard of some of them. Escherichia coli, or E. coli for instance, can cause severe stomach cramps, diarrhea, and vomiting. Then there's Salmonella, another notorious culprit that can lead to food poisoning. Streptococcus and Staphylococcus aureus are other examples, causing illnesses ranging from mild skin infections to life-threatening diseases. And then there are the neutral bacteria, the ones that just exist. They're neither harmful nor beneficial to us. They simply live their lives, doing their bacterial things without impacting us in any significant way. It's fascinating, isn't it? How these tiny organisms can have such significant effects on our lives. Though they're invisible to the naked eye, their presence or absence can tip the scales of our health and the health of our planet. Bacteria in their myriad forms truly are the silent orchestrators of life. Bacteria are tiny, but when it comes to multiplying, they're quick and efficient. Imagine a world where a single entity can duplicate itself in just 20 minutes. That's the world of bacteria, a realm of rapid reproduction through a process known as binary fission. Binary fission is bacteria's way of cloning itself. It starts when a bacterium replicates its DNA, creating two identical copies. Then, the cell grows, stretching out until it's roughly twice its original size. The next step is a little like pulling a zipper. The cell divides down the middle, splitting into two identical daughter cells, each with a complete set of DNA. This process can occur rapidly under favorable conditions, leading to exponential growth of bacterial colonies. But bacteria's impressive ability to multiply isn't the only thing that they're good at. They're also adept at adapting, and this is where we encounter a significant public health concern: antibiotic resistance. Antibiotics are drugs designed to kill bacteria or stop them from multiplying, and for a long time, they've been our best defense against bacterial infections. But bacteria, being the survivalists that they are, have found ways to resist these drugs. Antibiotic resistance develops when bacteria undergo changes in their DNA that enable them to survive exposure to these drugs. These changes can occur through mutation, or they can be acquired from other bacteria through a process called horizontal gene transfer. Once a bacterium is resistant, it can multiply and spread this resistance to its offspring, creating a population of antibiotic-resistant bacteria. This resistance is a significant public health concern because it makes infections harder to treat. What was once easily curable with antibiotics can become a severe and sometimes deadly infection. Bacteria's ability to adapt and multiply swiftly underscores the importance of responsible antibiotic use. By using antibiotics prudently, we can slow the development of antibiotic resistance, preserving these vital medicines for future generations. From ecological processes to biotechnology, bacteria are hard workers. These tiny, single-celled creatures are often out of sight, but they're always busily shaping our world in fundamental ways. Let's start with their ecological roles. Bacteria are the unsung heroes of nutrient cycling. They are the primary decomposers in our ecosystems, breaking down dead organic matter into simpler substances, which then become available for other organisms in the food chain. A fallen tree in the forest, for instance, doesn't just disappear on its own. Bacteria, along with other microorganisms, are the ones doing the heavy lifting, decomposing the wood and returning its nutrients back to the earth. In addition to decomposition, bacteria are also key players in maintaining soil fertility. Certain bacteria have a unique ability to fix atmospheric nitrogen, converting it into a form that plants can use. These nitrogen-fixing bacteria often form symbiotic relationships with plants, living in nodules on their roots and supplying them with essential nitrogen in exchange for sugars. This symbiotic relationship not only benefits the plants, but also enriches the soil, contributing to its fertility. Now, let's shift gears and delve into the role of bacteria in research, biotechnology, and industry. Bacteria are the workhorses of many scientific laboratories and industrial processes. They're used to produce a wide range of products, from antibiotics and enzymes to vaccines and biofuels. Their rapid growth and ease of manipulation make them ideal for genetic engineering, allowing scientists to modify them to produce valuable compounds. In the food industry, Bacteria are responsible for the production of many of our favorite fermented products, like yogurt and cheese. They're also used in bioremediation, a process where bacteria are employed to break down pollutants and clean up contaminated environments. Their versatility and industrious nature mean that bacteria have a wide array of applications, and we're constantly discovering new ways to harness their abilities for our benefit. Whether it's in nature or a lab, bacteria play a crucial role in shaping our world. Their work may be microscopic, but the impact is colossal. As we continue to study and understand these tiny powerhouses, we can look forward to a future where we can utilize them even more effectively. The world of bacteria is as complex as it is fascinating. From their diverse classifications to their beneficial or harmful impacts, these microscopic entities are truly remarkable. Their rapid reproduction and potential for antibiotic resistance remind us of their resilience. Their crucial roles in ecosystems, human health, and industry underscore their importance. They aid in digestion, contribute to soil fertility, and even help produce some of our favorite foods. So, next time you hear the word bacteria, remember they're not just germs, they're tiny powerhouses playing big roles in our lives.